So, I'm gonna do this in like a 6-part series. No, 7-part series, but it's the first video. My name's Derek. I used to play for slip burning.
My name's Sean, I'm a billionaire, and I own 20 yachts.
You're not in the shot at all, dude.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Fuck you, Sean. So this first video is gonna be about basic warm-ups and basic knowledge. Sean, take it.
Oh, wow. Let's see.
I don't want to use a guitar.
Let's see. Basic warm-up. Well, before you actually even touch your guitar, there's several things you can do. You can stretch out your hands, which means loosening them. Good technique. Your hand would be straight out like this. What you're gonna do is take your other hand, just slightly pull all 4 of your fingers back. Don't do it too hard, because you can feel it pulling. You know, do it for both hands, why not? You know, warms your hands up. Just kind of get limber. Maybe do a few push-ups, like get your blood going. Also, if you want to put your hands under your sink, if you put your hands under your sink under warm water for about 1 to 2 minutes before they get pruny, but so that they're, you know, feels like you put your hands in some hot soapy water, then that'll stretch out the muscles also, making it easier to play.
I stretch it both ways. I don't know if I'm supposed to, but I pull it also when I go down.
You know, make a routine, you know, just try a bunch of stuff. Yeah, and then before you get to it, let's see. Now, what would you start as soon as you hit the guitar? What do you think you'd start on?
As soon as I pick up a guitar and I want to warm up, I really just like mess around for a few seconds.
Also, make sure you're in tune. It'll ruin your life if you're not.
Probably the first thing you ever should do. We want to angle that down so that you see the guitar.
Yeah.
Alright, well you can like tilt it down.
No, I wouldn't do it.
So, you can check to see you're in tune. Unplug the amp real fast. You can buy a cheap little tuner. It doesn't have to be anything nice, just as long as it's a chromatic tuner, meaning it knows every note. It's not just a standard guitar tuner. I play and drop B flat.
You probably know all this stuff already. Just included in the lesson.
Go ahead, talk, do whatever you want.
Let's see.
Make sure they're properly dead before you start.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of where else to go before you actually get to the guitar. You pretty much got it. It's really warm technique and everything. If you're not in tune when you're playing, I don't know about you, but it can completely ruin how I'm playing. I won't like how I'm sounding, so I won't play good. Also, getting an amp that sounds good helps too.
Yeah, I have a little basic practice amp I play out of. I've had it for years. I've been playing for 10 years, and this is like the shit I do. Like anytime I go to play, tune my guitar, I pick it up, and I'm just like, you know, get familiar with, you know, a few things. You know, basic knowledge and warm-ups, and you know, just as soon as I pick up the guitar, and if I really want to warm up, like I'm gonna actually like play like real shit. First thing that I want to do is go over chromatic exercises. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Chromatic, no, applying to not like a single scale, but pretty much every note on the fretboard. It's just for basically hand warm up or unique, you know, turnarounds. And then always an alternate picking. Actually, all pickings. You want to go up and down the whole thing.
Yeah.
All down picking.
You want to go all the way to the 12th fret.
Alternate, and then economy picking.
Yeah. Another thing that I like to do is mix it up. This is really going to help your picking and your left hand. You're going to go against, like, instead of going like on one note, on one string, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're going to go with separate strings, each note.
Kind of diagonally, one each away from each other. Kind of warms you up in both directions. That's what she said.
You know, other than doing chromatics, you can do modes, not modes, sorry, shapes, as I call them. There's 3 major shapes, 3. You know, the German 3. German 3? No. German 3. German 3.
Yeah.
American 3?
Sign language.
German 3. Watching Glorious Bastards. Lillian, fucking. Right.
And then sign language. Nice to meet.
You have, you know, 3 major shapes. You're gonna have your whole hole. You're gonna have your whole half. You're gonna have your half hole. And that's pretty much it. Those are the 3 really basic shapes that every guitarist should know when it comes to, you know, practicing, soloing, or anything like that. And your major scale is made up of those 3 shapes. Your first position, your F major scale is whole, 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 half, whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, half. Just all scales are made up of these shapes, unless you go to more exotic scales or other ones that, you know, that use whole note, whole and a half note. So pretty much.
Don't even worry about those.
Don't worry about that yet. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna go chromatically. You're gonna go horizontal. Wait, is this vertically or?
Diagonally?
Yeah, and you're gonna go diagonally both ways. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
A finger on each of the.
4, 3, 2, 1. Those are both really like, and then you can you know, practice like each one. And you can do the same thing with your other shapes. Right there, that's legato. What I'm doing is I'm hitting one note and I'm hammering on. You should already know what a hammer on and pull off are, but in case you don't know, hammering on is moving your finger onto a note without picking, and pulling off is pulling the note off without picking. Doing that together in a motion is called a trill. Anything else you want to say?
No, but you should do a trill with every finger.
Oh,
you want
basic warming up with trills, yeah. You can do, you have 4 different fingers that you're going to be using on your guitar. You're going to want to do trills with your index and your middle, with your index and your ring, with your index and your pinky, with your pinky and your ring, with your index and your middle, with your middle and your pinky. And I think those are all the different variations.
There's an easy one by going, one that warms up every part of your hand is...
The spider walk, the 1, 3, 2, 4?
No. There's one that warms up every muscle separately, and it takes a while to do, but it warms up all of them.
What is
Basically, it's you want to hammer on the first fret, or
Here.
you want to...
Sean Foster, everyone.
Sean Foster, one person who sees this. Okay, no pick. But what you want to do is you're going to use all 6 strings, and this basically just focuses on slowly building up all the muscles in each of your fingers. What you want to do is start on the first fret, 6th string, and you want to hammer onto the 2nd fret, same string. And you want to do that on the next string. Next string, go up, next string, next string, next string. Slide up to the 2nd fret, and you want to pull off onto that from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret.
Stop, dogs.
You're going to want to do that all the way back up, and then slide up, repeat the first one.
No. Stop. It's okay.
You can do up to 12th fret, whatever. You can do it in one spot.
Alright,
One
what's the
spot.
next one?
Next one would be the same thing as the next pattern with this spacing, with a whole spacing, which would be your ring finger.
So your index and ring?
Yeah, which would be...
You don't have notes ring out like he just did on accident.
no pick.
Next one?
Next one would be
So,
a...
diminished. Whole and a half note.
Same thing, just doing easy, simple things like that, and then keep speeding them up with your pick. And, yeah, that'll make it a lot easier. So it'd be, if I were to do you know, hole and hole space. It would be. You want to do stuff like that up and down the fretboard. That's the fastest way to pick up speed. Is just stupid repeating patterns.
And basic knowledge, you want to hit a note, like hit any note, just one note. You want to find the octave of that, every single octave that you have available on your fretboard. You want to practice that just randomly. I think that's a good way to find knowledge of where your notes are.
Yeah.
This is Lillian. She's a guitar entrepreneur.
Let's see, if you want to warm up your left hand, you're going to want to do, Dave says,
Well, are we going to do that in another video? You're just going to keep on going?
well, it says warm up.
Oh, okay. Well, focusing on the left hand is the next thing.
Just do warm up.
Oh, okay.
That's warm up is. Actually, picking and hammering on would be good. Pulling on. You want to use legato and picking both back and forth. Do everything backwards. Anything you do forward, do it backwards. And you'll pick up a lot of weird stuff.
The backwards man. I come on back faster than you, man. I come on backwards faster than you.
That's one way. One thing I do is just, this is probably really weird and unorthodox, but I mute all the strings, and I'll just play a chord in my left hand, whatever. It doesn't really need warming up as much as my right. And my left will just, I'll get a feel for how, hard to hit the strings when I warm up. It's an unusual technique, but it actually builds a lot of muscle. Playing with an acoustic is also a good idea.
Yeah, if you have an acoustic guitar, I know you do, Brandon. If you practice on that instead of your Jackson Jelly, you'll be a beast.
Let's see, warming up the
We're
right
in drop tuning right now, so warming up the right hand. I have a few techniques, but let Sean show his, and then I'll show mine.
There's obviously a good one would be just to like mute the string or maybe hold it and just alternate pick. Bring it up as fast as you can, and then bring it down. Realize kind of what you're doing.
You want to be consistent.
Yeah, don't lose track
Same
of where you
spacing. You don't want to, like, when you go slow, go like eat, nut, eat, nut, eat, nut, eat. You always want to have a dog there to watch you play. It's like the best thing, having a dog watching you play. Notice when the dog watches, he plays so much better. Take the dog away, he starts messing up. You had that down, down, up thing?
Oh yeah.
That's nuts, dude.
After the alternate picking you're going to want to go, this is one that actually builds up a lot of acid in your hands and strengthens your muscles in your hands. I'm not really sure what it does.
No, not dude. It's just...
It's never really... It's just as hard as when I first learned it.
Well, explain what you're doing.
It's 2 down picks and then an up pick on the same
Consistently.
string. And basically what that does is makes you run into yourself. You'll kind of have to adjust for speed, and it'll speed up the little muscles in your hand. Jeez.
The fuck? This thing got a hole in it?
Any other warm-ups?
Well, there's ones that I do. Like, you had a switch on thing for it, but... Give me a second. Leave Zach alone.
You're gonna...
Yeah, I'll take one in just a second.
Intermission.
I spilled some chocolate. Choco chip. Muffins! Yeah, easy.
Okay, I guess these are Derek's warm-up tips. Warm-up tits.
Pretty much, when I start playing and I want to like warm up, like let's just focus on the right hand right now. I just do down picking. You know, solid. Speed up. maybe I'll throw in some triplets in between to like kind of get like a thrash feel. Has always been a good one for me. So it's triplet, 1 2, triplet, 1 2, triplet, 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 1 2.
Anything you can advance, you know, any weird patterns you can think of with up and down picking.
And you can also just work on up picking. I'm not going to be fast at this. I'm fast right now. That's right hand for me. Also, I use a lot of bouncy riffs, so to speak. Like, I'll do like a diminished shape. Something that I do sometimes to warm up is goof around with like technical stuff. As far as left hand goes, I saw this one. I think it's an Ingve exercise. It really helps my left hand because it's very bouncy. It's a classical piece. I always play it. Shut up. God damn it, I don't need to piss off my parents. Anyways, anything else for
warm-ups?
Yeah. There's chromatic we went over the whole notes, I went over the things I do.
There's so many more things that I do too.
Really? What else do you do?
Well, there's the old Paul Gilbert, that
this thing.
But that might be like, well, yeah. do the skip one, do the 1 2 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4, and then backwards.
Oh God, that one's hard. I can't.
Yeah, going backwards is.
That's gonna help you a lot. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Lillian! Go lay down. Go lay down. They're running around, they're gonna piss off my parents. Anyways. So, you have I call it the spider walk. 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 2 2 4 1 3 2 4 1 3 2 4. And it's 4 2 3 1 4 2 3 1 4 2 3 1 4 2 3 1 4 2 3 1 4 2 3 1.
Pretty much works every finger. Actually, and also hammering on and pulling off those is actually one of the hardest warm-up techniques.
Oh my God.
Works pretty much every hand muscle.
That was fucking ridiculous. And yeah, if you want to get more advanced, we'll talk about that later. But you can make any of these exercises 8,000 times harder if you want. It's as hard as you want them to be, but they're just exercises. Remember that. Don't write a song based on an exercise.
Unless you're Dillinger.
Or who else does that?
I don't know. Any mathy band.
But yeah, that pretty much concludes this one. Say goodnight, Sean.
Good night.